And so when you were growing up, what kinds of interactions did you and your family members have with Mexicans? And were your family's interactions considered typical for that time?
They were not. With my dad, it was not typical. I mean, but no, even here in Cuauhtemoc, the typical, it was in a sense typical because the interactions were business. And that was acceptable. Like, but church, not so much. But it was more in Copaline, it was more definite, or because there I remember these phrases, and I don't know if I heard them at home. I think every now and then, even when I came home, there was these comments like, oh, if you don't behave, the Mexa woaren holen, or the Mexican will get you.
Yeah.
But it was that mentality was much more in Copaline, like, because the Mexicans would come, like my aunt and uncle had a cheese factory, and they would come once a week, maybe. I don't know if every week. But they would come to pick up cheese, but they would also, Mexicans would come to sell fruit or sometimes different things. I remember the Mexican coming, one guy from town always coming to sell fruit.
Yeah.
And that was always very exciting. Like, and he was a very friendly guy. He liked kids and always made jokes. We couldn't understand anything he said, but my uncle would translate or whatever, where he would be the in-between talk. I remember that guy, and that was always good. But so they would, especially there, they would come from town every now and then and sell, and that was very interesting and it was exciting. But would it also be used like, oh, they weren't met him, oh, they'll take you with.
Yeah.
That was more definite. That was a more, I guess the more cut off they were, like Copaline, more than here, that would be more used.
Yeah.
And more as a fearful thing, like you had no idea that and more of this that das Weltmenschen, they were worldly. And so that was a scary thing.
Yeah.
But weird, when they were there, like selling fruit, it was friendly and happy. And
Yeah.
wow, these are
Yeah.